So, yeah. So, gotta get the giggles out.
Man, this is it. This is it.
This is the first
Start.
day of the rest of our lives.
Start of something new. What was that? Lizzie McGuire?
Um, I thought I came up with that. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I'm sure it's some girl show on Disney Channel that I watched as a
Yeah,
kid.
definitely was.
Um,
All right.
So,
So,
episode 1
episode 1.
of... Go ahead, say it.
Planet Pariah.
Oh, I was
That's
about to say
us.
it backwards.
Oh.
I'm glad you said it.
Yes, Planet Pariah.
It's a podcast that we're going to do once a week. We should say our names, right?
Ooh.
All right,
Do you wanna get
ladies
that into
first.
it?
Go ahead. Yeah, well, I mean, they need to know who's talking. So I'm Noah.
And I'm Valerie, but everybody just says Val.
Yeah, you call her Val
Yeah,
in the comments.
Val. Easier. One
Yeah,
syllable.
you call me No if you're going to call her Val. Just kidding, don't do that. That's weird.
Val and no. From Texas? What?
I'll say Austin.
Texas?
I'll say
Yeah.
Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
Yeah, it's our city. Austin is my city. Yeah, so do we want to start from the beginning? So I was born January. I guess we could start where like we met or whatever. We just talk about that and then how we got here to this point.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't you want to say, like, why we're doing this? Oh, yeah, I guess we would get to that point.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Okay. So so we had a mutual friend.
Let's call them, Joe.
Jake. What?
Oh, shit, we got the J's. Jake? Okay.
Jake. So we had a mutual friend named Jake. Not really Jake. It's a fake name. We're gonna go fake names for now.
Yes.
And we met. We were like in 4th grade, right? Yeah.
It might have been 4th grade. 4th grade, I moved to San Antonio, though.
Yeah, because I remember you were like the distant friend that he talked about.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, okay. If
Yeah,
that's what
and
you
then
remember,
one
then
day
that's
he was
how
like,
it
"Hey,
went.
come to the park," and I came to the park, and I saw you and Jake, I almost said the real name again, on top of a slide at the playground, the old playground in our neighborhood, and then that's when I met you.
Wow,
like,
you
yo,
really
what's up?
remember.
You don't remember that?
No, I do not.
Dude, well, we'll get to why, I
I know.
guess. The concussion.
Oh, no. The concussion.
And then from there, I guess you moved back for the next year, right?
Yes, I was back in 5th grade.
Yeah, and then we went to the same elementary school, and then we kind of had the same group of friends for a while.
Yeah, we did, and then, like...
But, like, we didn't talk to each other that much. Like,
Jake-
we just knew of each other.
Yeah, and Jake was probably my main best friend at the time. He lived right across the street from me. And, I don't know, maybe you and Jake got closer, right?
Yeah, we did.
You
I
and
mean,
Jake
that happens.
got closer, and then just from that, it was like a 3-way, but me and Noah never met. And
Yeah,
so I
the
guess that
three-way.
one day...
Oh, when Jake fell off the ripstick?
Yes, okay, there's one day... I remember specific, which is like, I feel like how me and you became like good friends, is we each had a ripstick.
Well, this was like 2 years later. This was like
Really?
6th grade, right?
I don't know, well, maybe, but like, then I guess I wasn't that close to you through
No.
5th grade or 4th grade at all.
No, yeah.
And then 6th grade, we were all on a ripstick, hanging out. And maybe this was like the first time it was just us 3 alone.
It happened a couple times or whatever, but it was kind of weird because me and you didn't talk to each other that much.
Yeah,
We
then-
always like kind of both talked to Jake, and sometimes we'd say stuff to each other, but we never really like had conversations on our own until that day. But yeah, was it the first time it was because Jake was too slow, or was that the Halloween where he fell down?
Okay, the first time was because, yeah, we were all going to go ride a ripsticks kind of somewhere far, back to our elementary school. And, yeah, he was just too slow. He's trailed behind. I remember saying to stop, so, like, I guess it was just me and you
Yeah.
going ahead. And then we stopped and we waited, and then he comes around the corner. And I still remember seeing him getting off of his ripstick and then just walking back home. And then the rest of the day, it was just me and you. And I guess that's when we actually became, like, better friends.
Yeah, we
And
walked around our elementary school, like on the outside of the playground and stuff. And we're just like, I think we shared in the idea of how funny it was that Jake couldn't keep up, so he just went home.
do not condone bullying, but I
Oh,
mean,
bullying's bad. Yeah.
but but that's how.
But it was fun. I mean, it was funny.
Yeah,
We
I
didn't
mean,
like make fun of him.
I
We
never.
were probably teasing him, and that probably was part of why he didn't want to hang out
Yeah,
with us.
I never would have thought, like, he just walk back home and leave us. Like,
Yeah.
he was just out. He was done.
But yeah, and that was the start of a beautiful friendship. Dude, we
Yeah,
were like
and
11.
yeah, how many years later? What, 8, 9?
Uh, yeah, I'm 20, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm 19. But I've always been the baby of the school year group, whenever.
I've always been normal.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, and then so from that, I guess we just kind of became closer friends, and then we became each other's best friends, I think,
Yeah,
all the way through like high school and stuff.
obviously a good amount to where we're still friends that
Yeah.
many years later.
But I think we found, when was it? Was it in like middle school, like 7th or 8th grade, that we both realized that we both like recording and making videos and stuff? Because I'd been doing it for
Middle
a
school.
while.
Middle
Like,
school, probably, yeah, middle school was when I was like, okay, I like this, like editing stuff and.
Yeah, I don't think we ever did anything together because I
No.
always worked with other people, like in my classes, and we didn't always have classes together.
Yeah, no.
But in high school, I think
In
that's when.
yeah, freshman year, because we both
Freshman year.
had audio video production, ABP. Wasn't
Yeah.
the same class period, but we would have projects, and
And
we would
both
help
had-
each other out.
Yeah, because nobody in our classes were really like as into it as
Yeah,
us.
it was one of the required ones, right? Like not specifically ABP, but like a what was it? Like an electronic type credit,
I don't know. What
like
you're
an
talking
artsy credit. It was one of the required
Oh,
ones.
about. Okay. Yeah.
Which
I
is
think
why we had a
yeah.
lot of classmates who
Oh
didn't
yeah,
really
it was
care,
a tech
or
credit
like
that
yeah,
was required.
or yeah, so they didn't take it serious, but of course me and you did.
Yeah, because I wanted to. I wanted to learn more, and I think I kind of did.
Yeah,
Maybe.
the art
I learned how to
teacher,
make my
yeah.
teacher mad.
Mr. Tubbs.
I thought we were using real names.
I know.
Mr.
but,
Bathtub.
I mean,
Oh, he's retired.
He's retired.
He's fine.
He's still alive.
Mr. Tubbs is retired. Especially after that last year. That
Why?
was bad.
What happened to him?
Well,
What do you mean?
well, I mean, my class was so bad to him. All right, we're going on a tub tangent. All right, so, but yeah, my class was really bad to him. It was mainly freshmen and sophomore students or whatever, and obviously we were freshmen, so I was a freshman, and the people above us were sophomores, or people if like we're actually reaching like an international audience of this. Yeah, we like the sophomores or whatever were a bunch of skater kids, and they would like make this man blow a gasket. Like he would have to leave class for a little bit and take a lap because of how upset they made him, and like from stuff
Yeah.
of like
I just
squirting lotion on his
Oh
desk
my god.
to hiding his mouse or whatever, or like just
Yeah.
misusing like I guess the cameras or whatever for weird uses. But like for me, I'd take pictures of our teacher, Mr. Tubbs, and I'd Photoshop him onto weird things or into weird positions. Like I still have on my phone a Photoshop of him on a grown man in a diaper, and I
Didn't he
think
catch you
he
for
caught me.
editing
he
that?
caught me editing a
Yeah,
BDSM.
Because he could,
version.
from his computer, he could see all of ours and like see what we're doing.
Yeah, it's a school. They're catching up with the tech.
Yeah.
But yeah, he saw that. He came over to me. He's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Photoshop, practicing." He's like, "Delete them all." And I was like, "Okay." And I saved them to my Gmail and I sent them to myself, and then I deleted them on the computer. But yeah,
Poor guy. I mean,
he was all right. He was
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I mean, he liked us. I mean, we
Because
went,
we
like, the
actually we
following
were
year
engaged
and like
in
yeah,
the content.
asked him to use equipment and stuff. He was fine.
Yeah. And then I guess going from that, we met our other teacher. Do we name his name? I'm sure we'll work with him later on.
We
So
call him Gerard.
Gerard, your boy Gerard.
Yeah,
Was-
Gerard.
Animation our sophomore year?
Yeah, it was our sophomore year, right?
Okay,
Yeah,
then,
sophomore
we met
year. Wow.
Gerard,
Just-
our other teacher, for animation though. Our
Animation.
sophomore year for I guess the
Yeah.
other half of the credit that we needed. For
Or
tech.
maybe we just wanted to take it.
No, it was needed because
Really?
I'm gonna say
Okay.
Danley's name because I'll probably talk about him sometimes. But Danley, one of my other close friends or whatever, he was in that class with us because he needed a tech requirement too.
Or is that just because they didn't take it freshman year like we
No,
did?
he was in my audio video production
Oh,
class
okay,
with me.
okay.
So yeah, I think we needed 2 tech credits, and that's why we were there. But it ended up working out because like me and Valerie had the same class period this time, and we started doing. That was the year we did our stop motion video.
Yeah, we did like different stop motion projects.
Yeah, and then we'd done projects the year before or whatever, and like at this point we were pretty. I think this is the closest we had gotten.
I think we just really easily saw eye to eye and like
I always
I
thought
don't
of
know.
it as like a Batman and Robin dynamic of like this like silent understanding of like, yeah, this is what we're doing, this is the plan or whatever, and we
And
just
like
executed
we
it.
both cared and like we wanted to make it right, and we always had the same maybe like editing style of like, okay, we want it like that, and
Yeah,
I
our
don't know.
visions usually lined up with things and how we wanted them to go. And if there was ever like any like if we ever butted heads or whatever, it was usually for the best because it made the product, like the
Better,
end product,
yeah,
better.
yes.
But yeah, and so that went on, and then from that,
June
our
what?
junior year, we
Yeah,
did
junior year
photography.
was actually like we did a lot of projects. Yeah, we did
Same
commercial
teacher,
photography.
Gerard. So we
Same
got closer
teacher.
with him.
So different upgraded the classroom. We all got wasn't crappy computers anymore. We all had Macs.
Oh yeah, we had yeah.
We were in the Mac lab,
That was cool. That was a
and
fun class.
yeah, it was a good yeah. Cause I've always liked. I mean, we both liked making videos, but we also really into photography. Just the whole realm
Yeah, and
of
we
cameras.
I did some photography in middle school for the
Yeah.
yearbook class.
Oh yeah, and then I went to Vase for that picture we took.
Oh yeah, I did the lighting
Yeah.
and yeah. Oh, and that picture's hanging up in like an office somewhere,
Oh
right?
really? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, in like the middle school. I haven't seen it, but I also have the original copy.
I do as well in my closet. That was one of the first like big things that we did together
Yeah, and
that
like
I was actually proud of.
if our school was actually really into it, I got a medal to where like we could go to state, but
I didn't get a medal. I didn't get recognized, but it's okay.
but,
My fame will come later in
but
life.
yeah, so we always did photography and video making, and then I don't know.
We'd always talked about wanting to do YouTube stuff or like something outside of school, something that we could create on our own and kind of regulate ourselves and just have fun with it. But it never ended up happening or whatever for whatever reason.
Yeah.
It was always something we talked about, but nothing either of us ever pushed each other to do.
Yeah, I think that's basically it.
Like
Just
nobody
like pushing
ever
each other.
nobody
So,
ever took like the reins or whatever. It was like, all right, we're doing it now.
yeah.
Until I guess now.
Now we're
We
attempting,
graduated
you
2
know?
years ago.
Yeah.
And we became kind of distant or whatever, and then you guys hired me to work with you. Can
Yes.
can we talk about where we worked?
I don't know. I'm just gonna say I'm a manager at a restaurant.
That serves pizza.
At a certain restaurant, and yeah, and then I've been there 2.5 years, but then like I don't know how long into it, then we hired you.
Yeah, and I worked for like, what was it, 3, 4 months? I made so much money. Easy money.
Yeah, really easy money.
Definitely. Like I'm still like spending money that I've made from there. And that was
Yeah.
like a year ago at this point.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty frugal with my money. I'm good at saving money.
Yeah. I don't spend anything. I just get the paychecks. That's it. All right, I pay for my car, insurance,
My grandpa paid for my car.
but that's it.
I'm spoiled. What? But yeah, and then so when was it? Like maybe 2 months ago? Because right now it's March, right? It's like the middle of March.
It's March.
Yeah, if we want to date this comes out like in a year or something. March of 2019. This is the year. But you brought up the idea of a podcast because we just hung out. I think it was like randomly, right? Or,
Yeah.
Yeah, we played
Um,
Pokemon Go, and so we kind of met up.
Yeah, or you asked me if I was still on the Fortnite grind.
Oh yeah, that too. So we started playing Fortnite together, just because it's fun.
Yeah.
We just, I don't know. We make games fun.
Yeah.
It's
I
kind of
mean,
just our commentary over it and making fun of the people we're playing with. Again, bullying's not a cool thing, but it's fine because I don't know these people and they don't know me. It's just funny.
exactly.
But yeah, and then somehow it came up. You came up with like, hey, let's do a podcast.
Yeah, because I really like podcasts. I'll listen to them, and I don't know. I feel like it's another project I would like to do, and so I guess here we are,
Yeah.
attempting it,
And
trying it.
I've been trying to get since the year had started or whatever, and it's been so long since I've done something creatively fulfilling for myself.
Exactly.
I tried doing a
and-
YouTube channel, and it didn't end up like coming to fruition or whatever, because just I guess the content that I was going to make wasn't satisfying to me, or like I don't know, it didn't meet my requirements or whatever. I guess I'm pretty critical of myself and what I put out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But then, like, I don't know, with this.
this just seems so much easier, and you just talk, and like I'm not saying like this is an easy alternative or whatever, but it's just it's dipping your toes in the water.
Yeah,
and
exactly. And I
I
don't
actually
know.
got excited
Yeah,
about this.
exactly. You got like the motivation or like inspired to do something again.
Yeah,
And I feel like this would be a good start.
It's
at
like
least.
the first. I can't think of a metaphor right now. But yeah, it's like the first step in something in a direction that I want to go in.
Exactly.
So yeah, this is why we're doing this. So that's I guess the basic rundown of how this came to be and who we are,
Basic.
or how we met.
Really basic.
You don't know you don't know me, listener. You don't know me. You know nothing about me. Keep listening, you might learn something. But I'm a mystery wrapped in an enigma taco.
Aren't we all?
I can't
Aren't
speak.
we all? But that's it.
So yeah, I guess
That's
the main
us.
thing I wanted to hit in this episode, or we wanted to hit.
Our name.
Oh,
The
Planet
title of the
Pariah.
podcast. Planet Pariah.
Are we gonna explain it? I thought we were gonna let it be a mystery.
Yeah, maybe a mystery for now. Yeah, sure. I'm down for that.
Yeah. The intrigue.
Open for interpretation, but I don't think there's that many
Interpretations.
yeah.
Well, we both had a hand in making the name.
Yeah, it was always kind of like we talked about in school and stuff, but it was always kind of just like me and you,
Against the world.
yeah, against everybody else. Like, you have friendships with people, but it's never, I guess, on the level like me and you have. Like,
Yeah, like that deeper understanding and connection, I guess, with some things. Like,
Yeah.
Like when creating stuff like videos, that unspoken connection.
and you don't want to put anybody in a category, but in high school, there's always like groups,
Yeah,
and
the
it's
cliques.
just like, I don't know. I guess
I
me and
never-
you were
I
our
never
own
had a
little
group.
group, yeah.
No,
And
like
we fit in with each other and nobody really else. Even
yeah,
though
I
we had
floated
friends.
around. We talked to
Yeah,
a bunch of people.
We talked to a lot of people. We had friends, but it wasn't like real. I
Oh,
guess I could say.
I had real connections.
You could say it was real, but you know they weren't gonna last.
It was pretty like surface stuff.
Yeah.
Surface level things though.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I like a lot of, like we knew a lot of people. It was
We're not saying
fun.
we hate people or that we're better than anybody. Like I might come off as that way, but no. Just want to say that.
But I guess like interest-wise, me and you are really on the same spectrum, and like mindset, and like
Yeah,
we're
we're
kind of
pretty
like the
similar
same person.
in some pretty big ways.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so that's kind of a hint as to why we came with this name or whatever.
Yeah.
You had the heavy-handed part of like pariah or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not heavy-handed, but like the deeper meaning of a word, and I tossed in planet because of alliteration, and planets are
And,
cool, and
yeah.
space and stuff. And it just kind of made
Exactly.
sense. It was
and
like
it's kind of like
clicked.
our own world, you know, planet.
Yeah, we're gonna build on this world, and we're gonna send out colony ships to go colonize in other worlds. And
Maybe we'll make something of this.
yeah, no, that's the plan, dude.
Yeah.
Don't say maybe.
Now maybe we will.
Never say never. Justin
Law of
Bieber.
attraction.
Oh, sorry.
Do you
no
believe in
names.
that?
Law of attraction?
Yes.
What's the law of attraction?
Law of attraction, it's like you putting out into the universe, you saying, okay, I'm going to own my dream house. And then now that you said that, it's going to happen.
I don't think it's that easy. Okay, I understand the basic premise of the law of attraction now, but
Yeah, but it's basically like letting the universe take its ride and like helping you out, kind of, now that you said it out loud.
okay, so you kind of acknowledge it, and so therefore the universe acknowledges it,
Yes.
and it'll come to fruition.
Yeah,
if you,
exactly.
Okay, I get it. I don't believe it, but I
But
get
then
it.
again, I guess if you if you really believe in something, then you're obviously going to work towards it, and then it is going to happen.
And there's a greater chance of it happening, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's because you hear all the success stories or whatever. You never hear about the guy who tried and failed.
Yeah, that's really true.
So yeah, that's my retort towards that law
But
of
also,
belief or
most of
whatever.
the people that do get big always say how. I mean, everybody started from nothing.
Not everybody. Dude.
Okay.
Okay,
so-
well, Trump started pretty close. It was only a loan of $1 million.
Only a million. Only a million.
We'll try not to be political.
Okay, most people started from nothing.
I agree, yeah.
Most people.
Most great people. That's why they're great, because they understand what it was like before they became big.
Yes.
So they're beautiful people, or women. Men or women,
Men,
or dogs. There's some famous
you know,
pigs out there, dude.
non-binary, you know, the.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Oh my, do we want to get into details about ourselves? Holy.
So I'm black.
No. Oh no, is that controversial?
Is it? I don't know. It's a joke. Not on this planet. There's no controversy on this planet. It's all about being yourself, dude.
It's a joke because he's obviously not. Well, I mean, not that y'all would know, but he's not black.
This podcast is gonna become like me saying something like super out there and you trying to recover.
And yeah, me trying to recover it and be
It's
like,
a safe face. Yeah.
no, we're not bad people.
No, we're not bad people. We're interesting.
I would say I'm really good. I'm really good. I'm a really good person. I mean,
I would like to say that too.
I put
I'm not
people-
sure if that's true though.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Depending on your point of view
Yeah, I guess so.
and what you believe in
I
stuff.
guess so.
I may be like the Antichrist, you know?
Where was I going with this?
We're describing
Oh,
ourselves.
I'm describing.
Like a
yeah,
little more of an
if we want to
introduction.
get into detail.
Yeah.
Or will it just come out?
I don't know. I think it'll just come on naturally. Like through us talking or whatever, you'll kind of learn more and more about
Yeah.
us.
Speaking of coming out, I came out.
Oh, we're gonna jump into that. Wow, we're gonna drop that bomb
No,
real
I
quick.
mean-
Do you want to drop that? I mean, it is a significant part of
It
you and
is
your identity.
significant, yeah. I'm definitely not straight. Not bi either.
I don't know what I am, but I don't want to steal your thunder. So, yeah. Okay,
You
so
don't know
yeah.
who you are? Really?
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm pretty straight. I mean, I know when a guy's
I'm
cute.
pretty lesbian.
Like that Ricardo meme or whatever. I'm very
Where
straight.
is going with this?
Am I coming
You're
out?
straight, but you know when a guy's cute. Yeah.
No, I mean like, dude, why my pee hard? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, but no, let's talk about you though, because I don't know the story.
Dude, I wish I remember how old I was when I, like, officially came out. Although, do you remember the year that I came out, like, to you? Because it was... Around that time, I just went on, like, a coming out spree. I was like, I'm tired of, I guess, keeping it in. Because then I knew I told my mom first. But then, like, shortly after, I told, like, most of my friends. So when do you...
I don't remember
we were walking
exactly the
somewhere.
conversation.
I don't remember the conversation.
But I remember it was probably around the time when you were screaming at cars, "I am gay."
That was not. I was screaming that like in elementary school, and I don't think
That was elementary
Oh,
school.
really?
You don't think it was that early? Because that was that was 5th grade. You
But
like we
that
were
I
walking around as a
officially
big group,
came out?
and you were screaming out, "I am gay."
Okay, yeah, but nobody took me serious.
No, because it was like a joke. It's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, Valerie's making noises at the game."
Yeah, but but officially to you, I remember we were walking and we're in like the subdivision behind the park.
Okay, yeah, that
and-
neighborhood.
Yeah, and then we sat down, and I think I told you, and I don't remember what age that was. I know for sure it was somewhere in middle school,
Yeah,
and I think it was 8th grade.
I feel bad because I don't really remember.
I don't remember
Because
either.
I don't want to say I wasn't surprised, but I want to
Yeah.
say like I didn't really care that much.
Yeah, I don't.
And it was
think-
just kind of like, oh, it's just Valerie, and she just kind of made it official, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you had never shown interest in guys, I don't think, at least to me or whatever. Because I talk about girls, because I'm a boy. I was hitting that age of puberty, you know, when all those hormones are pumping down. But you never really talked about guys. You didn't really talk about anybody. So I was just kind of like, I mean, that's just Valerie. Wait. Oh, this is kind of weird.
What?
But I remember like, I don't know if I want to talk about
Oh
this.
no. What?
I'd shown you videos of girls or whatever, and
Yeah.
when was that? That wasn't middle school.
What?
I think that was 6th grade. I think you told me in 6th grade.
6th grade. Really?
No, it was pretty early on, because I remember when I discovered like porn or whatever, and I had showed you like a lesbian video, and I knew you were attracted to that, and that's why I kind of shared that with you.
Really? I do not remember this at all.
I do, because I think about it. It's one of those memories where you lay awake in
That's
bed
so
at night, because
crazy,
it's kind of
but
cringy.
But I'm pretty sure it was 8th grade.
I think it was like
Or
okay,
maybe you
we
just
can
like knew by 6th grade, but
Maybe I
I
knew.
didn't make it official till
because I was
8th
like
grade.
Valerie'd be into this because it's two hot women kissing each other, and I'm a little boy and I'm like
Oh,
11,
no.
and
No,
girls are
I
cool.
remember specifically 8th grade because I don't know if you remember a certain someone I was talking to,
No, I
but
don't.
they moved away. It was like a specific.
Ooh.
They were only there 8th grade, and I wasn't even out yet, but they basically kind of like made me out, or like they basically outed me.
Dude, I
and
don't remember
because
that.
of
I had so
that-
much stuff. on my
Because of
own.
that, I was just telling everybody because I wanted it to come from me.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. It was. I mean, it was nice, like getting it off my chest.
Yeah, there's no longer a weight on you to keep
Yeah.
it a secret.
And then,
Why
yeah,
did you
it
keep
was,
it a secret? Why did you feel like you
uh,
needed to? Did you feel like you needed to?
no, I don't know, which is, it's so weird, or like people were like, oh, when did you realize, or like, I just felt like I always knew, and I don't think I ever had thoughts of like, oh, this is wrong, because luckily like, I have a nice family,
Yeah.
understanding and accepting, but I don't know, I never thought of it as like, okay, I need to come out, this is a thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I didn't help with that because I accepted you either way or whatever. Like, I didn't even think about that. I don't think I ever had any, like, predetermined ideas of, like, this is how I should feel about a certain thing.
Yeah.
And so with you, it was just kind of like, oh, okay. Well, at least now we have a label for you, I
A
guess.
label.
I mean, it didn't change how I thought about you at all, or
Yeah,
anything,
and
really.
I definitely didn't like lose any friends.
I just remembered something. I
What?
used to think I forgot how I got this idea in my head, but apparently I thought you liked me in some way at some point, like super, super early on.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah,
funny.
I don't know if you told me that or if like somebody else in that group did,
Oh,
like really
that's
early on, like
interesting.
fifth grade. And so like I was kind of okay. I'm kind of putting it together again. But yeah,
Interesting. That's
because
so
whenever you
weird.
told me you came out, I was like, oh okay, and I was confused as to how
Oh,
that
so you
happened
thought
early
I
on.
liked you?
Yeah, I was like, wait, was that a real thing then, or is that just like rumors that someone had talked about? Because like whenever kids are cruel or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah, kids are
and
kids.
around fourth grade or fifth grade, like all these rumors are coming out that weren't true. I guess kids found out like, oh, this is what a rumor is. I will spread some now, and
Yeah,
that was probably one of them. But yeah,
interesting.
I remember now that was like the only thing that I was like kind of confused about or had questions about. But other than that, it was
Oh.
just kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense. No, okay. Interesting. That's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. I just remember that.
Well, I don't think I ever knew that, obviously, since you just remembered it. But, shit, what were we talking about?
We're talking about you and being gay.
Yeah, me and being gay, but also. No, yeah, I definitely didn't lose any friends from it. And then it
Okay,
was
yeah.
8th grade, and then next year is freshman year. And that was that. I mean,
Yeah, you came freshman year as like, dude, I'm gay.
yeah,
Where
freshman
the
year,
white
dude,
women at?
I'm gay. And that was that. And then, of course, going into high school, you don't have all the same friends as middle school. You're all split up, different classes, AP classes, regular classes.
Dude, it's a bigger pond.
Yeah, there's a ton of people. You're not going to be friends with the same people from middle school. And that was that. I don't know. Yeah, I never thought of coming out as like a crazy thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if that was a thing back then, like that early on, because obviously now,
I
or
mean, it definitely
there was a
is.
period of time where it was like it was a big deal. Like there was
Yeah,
videos going around online that were viral,
and it definitely
like coming
still
out to my mom.
was. Like, you wouldn't see anybody in the hallways and be like, okay, they're gay, and like anything like that.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just our age group or whatever, or if it was just a time in society or whatever, of like this is a big thing and that's why videos are going viral now. Because I don't see those videos as much anymore.
Of like what?
Of like, oh, coming out to my
Coming
mom,
out. Oh yeah, coming
viral
out.
hit.
Yeah, okay. And then like around my age of like maybe the coming out realm was all those like viral
Yeah, I think you
videos of.
beat that.
Yeah,
You
I
like
think
did that right
so.
before that.
Yeah. And
And so
then
like people like you made other people realize like, oh, we could get views from this, or like this is a popular thing now, and try
yeah.
to ride like a trend wave, even though it's not really a trend to be gay and come out.
Yeah, and it's definitely more accepted now. Not
Yeah,
completely.
definitely.
Obviously, you still hear stories of people being complete assholes and discriminating, but it's definitely a new time to where people, a lot of people, a lot more people feel safe about coming out.
Yeah, it is interesting because it's like goes back to like how you grow up and what
Yeah.
your parents pass down to you to tell you like this is how it is or whatever. Because I think my parents are pretty lenient on me or lenient on me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I was always kind of like I guess smart enough to like go into the world and be like, all right, well I'm gonna see for myself and learn things my own way or whatever. And so whenever that came around, I was just kind of like, I mean, there's like I don't hate you for being a certain way, or I don't
Yeah.
like you more because you're a certain way.
There's definitely still like the jokes. I don't know. I think it's just us maybe, or like the people we knew, because we always hung around, like, I don't know. Like, we're definitely not the people that we're friends with, like, I don't know how to describe it, but the less...
Are you talking about our group, like fifth
Yeah.
grade, sixth grade?
Yeah, our whole group.
Yeah, it was like a mixed bag. I mean, also back then, you're kind of like, that's before you kind of fall into these groups, and that's where you find your identity of like, oh, I am like goth, or I am emo, or whatever, or I'm a skater, or like I'm a prep, or
Yeah,
whatever.
and I think we're all pretty close.
Yeah, so
But
I never really identified as any group though,
yeah,
so maybe that's part of it.
and we're definitely, I don't know, I just feel like our friends are just kind of like-minded into like, okay, like not make a big deal about it, not make jokes just because of someone's like sexual orientation.
If anybody was like that, it was probably me.
Yeah, I guess, but we know like you're not serious, but there's definitely like the people in school that we didn't talk to that definitely don't like people that may be gay and stuff like that. It's just we didn't associate with people like that, so
I guess so. I mean, I also never really knew anybody like. Also, I mean, people don't come out and say like, "Oh, I hate gays." Like that's not the
yeah.
first thing they say to you, or like, "Oh, I'm racist." So I'm sure I talked to people and had like conversations with people who are pretty hateful people, but I wouldn't know because that never came up, or never. So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it was a different story for you because you actually are gay and you came out, and that's like, you know,
Yeah.
that's you.
And I'm very much look gay. Like you could look at me and tell that I am gay.
Like, whoa, that girl, she's gay.
So I don't know.
You can look at me and just get confused. Like, what is that thing?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just in a, we're maybe like in a really good area. I mean, we're also in Austin. It's
Yeah,
really
it's a
accepting
pretty liberal
and,
area.
you know, keep Austin weird. And although it is Texas, like you will find towns where there are people.
This is the oasis
that
in the desert of Texas.
Yes, yeah. I think it's just the area. There are definitely other places.
It's also our generation, I feel like.
Yeah.
We're a lot more accepting. I think some people would say that that's wrong or whatever, but I feel like that we just kind of like either we're more accepting or we just don't care.
Yeah, I mean, like, also, why do people care? Like, why should you care about somebody else's sexual orientation? Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get why people care. Like, just do you.
Okay, so this podcast is totally going to be us being pretty much ourselves, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty, like, I guess I have strong opinions about things, so, like, there might be some diversification. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I might have some hot takes or whatever
Yeah,
that
okay.
everybody might not agree with or whatever.
Yeah.
And so you're like the counterbalance to that.
Okay, so,
like how
what
we
do
mentioned
you-
earlier.
So, like, what's your...
But are we gonna get into
take
that
on
now,
it?
like hot takes now? Because I don't want to like scare people away. I mean, I'm not a terrible
I mean,
person.
this is us. I mean, I feel like
just-
even when we hang out, we talk about things like this.
Yeah.
And this is...
And obviously we're talking to each other. This isn't like a manufactured friendship. This is like
Yeah.
we've known each other for years, and this is something we wanted to do together. But yeah.
Exactly.
So I totally lost. We're too far from the point that I was gonna make, so it doesn't matter. But just like for future reference, like if I say something you don't agree with, I'm sorry, but that's like how I feel or whatever, and that's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
things I've.
Same to you. I mean...
And they're just
we're not gonna
opinions.
agree on everything.
Yeah, totally. Like there's some things that I'm sure we will never agree on. I can't think of anything now, but like.
But we'll definitely like see eye to eye. We're always like respectful. It's fine.
Yeah, it's about creating conversation and talking it out.
Everybody has their own opinion, and
Exactly.
it's fine. Like you have yours. Like just.
The only difference is
Let
like
people
you should be
be.
able to talk about it
Yeah.
and like be open to hearing other people's ideas or opinions or beliefs or whatever, and not like have a certain idea of them afterwards. Like not share any like bitter hatred towards each other. I think
Yeah.
it's fine as if everybody has a different opinion, but they are able to talk about it at the end of the day.
It's
I-
cool.
Yeah. Wait, what'd you say?
At the end of the day, it's cool. It's fine.
Yeah, it's cool. Like, there's no, like, lasting emotions or feelings or whatever. Negativity.
Yeah.
I don't think there is between us.
No,
If there
I
is,
wouldn't
we'll
say
make an
so.
episode
I
out of it.
wouldn't say so. No, I mean we've definitely had like, I don't know. I feel like we're such good friends. Like,
We definitely had fights.
yeah. I don't think I could think of like a specific fight.
I can think of a couple.
Really? Like.
I hold grudges.
Oh no. No, I know like. Okay, I lied. I feel like I know
of 3.
I know of one for sure where I was like, what the fuck is like going
Yeah.
through your mind?
That
And
was that
then-
one summer, right?
Oh my god, I'm thinking of 2 now.
Okay,
Holy shit.
there's
Yeah,
probably like, there's a
holy
lot.
shit. Oh no, yeah, okay, yeah. We definitely had fights. But I feel like we just had like a strong friendship before that, and so long that like we could go on breaks from each other and then always come back.
Yeah,
And, like,
it's
we're
like nothing
fine.
ever happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. Some people would be like, okay, well that's dumb. Like y'all never talk it out, but we do.
We do. It's
Yeah.
like growing pains. You just kind of, we're growing up. I mean, when you're friends since you were like, what, 10 or 11? It's, oh, the computer turned off.
It does that. It's still going.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Yeah, when you're friends from like
From
such
so
a
young,
long
you're going to see
time.
yourself go through different phases.
Yeah,
You're going to see
people
each other
change. We all
change.
grow. We definitely like. I don't know. I mean, I could see different
Like stages.
stages of you. I
Yeah.
don't know if it's same to you, but like I definitely can.
I mean, your hair like changed.
My hair changed.
Honestly, I feel like I'm still the same kid from so long ago.
I feel like, I mean, yeah. I feel like
I feel like
a lot of us is the same, and a lot of it isn't. I mean,
True.
I don't know. Our actions definitely different.
I think if anything, I became more immature now.
More
Because I was a super
immature.
mature kid, and now I think I robbed myself of a childhood, and now I'm just trying to get it back. You know,
But,
I feel like a little kid in a big man
really?
body, like big Tom Hanks.
How did you think you were mature? Like from
I-
life
I've-
decisions?
Compared
or
to
just,
everybody
like-
else, I've always felt like I've been more mature.
Oh, definitely. I feel like me and you
Yeah, we have that in common.
did not like
Looking around at
experiment
schools and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you people doing?
Yeah, we were.
But
just,
like, I guess this is a podcast and you just talk about whatever. But like,
yeah,
there's so much we could talk about. We
so
should-
much.
This is cool.
Like,
We could do like high school
yeah,
episode.
but that's going back to like me and you always saw eye to eye. Like we definitely did not relate to the people that were like experimenting and like doing things that we didn't think morally were like right,
Drugs.
and we still don't think is right. Yeah, like drugs or like I don't know. Like we didn't break rules.
I'm
we
straight up.
definitely
We broke rules. We broke rules.
Trespassed a lot.
Yeah, we broke rules.
We ran from cops, but
Yeah,
but-
normal run-of-the-mill stuff.
But nothing like I don't know. Like we could go out and like not tell our parents what we're doing because we were trusted type thing.
Oh, not me.
Oh well. Me,
I had to sneak out a lot.
Oh.
My
okay,
parents were
well,
pretty
me-
strict.
My parents knew I'm not gonna go do something like crazy.
Yeah, your parents have always been pretty laid back. Your mom, especially.
Yeah, it's basically my mom. My mom's the only real
Your mom, single
real
parent.
parent.
I hope your dad doesn't listen to this. No.
No, I mean he's there. He's. I'm not gonna go ask him, hey, can I go do that? Because he doesn't care. Like
He's
I
not the
mean,
parent for you to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely my mom where she's told me at the end of the night she wants to like hear me come in and make sure that I'm like in my bed type thing.
Sure. Yeah.
And then she'll like sleep good, but
And I was
she
the
always
kid who
knew.
had to text my mom every hour.
oh yeah,
hey, I'm
your
okay.
mom definitely was stricter, but like
Yeah, my parents. Yeah.
but I feel like they trust you, like
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm a pretty cool kid. Oh, I guess I'm a man now. I'm a pretty cool man.
I mean even now the same. We're kind of still the same of like we're not going to go and do things that are illegal.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna
that
go.
other people are doing
Yeah.
just to like fit in type thing.
Sure, or like, hey, look at me. Look at what
Yeah.
I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if I'm gonna murder somebody, I'm not gonna put it on Instagram.
Oh my god, did you hear about that though?
Wait, what?
It was maybe in Dallas or something. I don't know. Some girl got like jumped and she took a picture of her bloody hand because she ended up killing one of the other girls and putting like a caption on it. I think it was Snapchat though, maybe Instagram. I don't know. Putting a caption on it, it's talking about kind of gloating of like how she beat her up and killed her, but
Yeah, people are insane.
yeah,
And platforms like that give them a soapbox to stand on.
yeah.
It's weird. That's a whole different conversation though.
Yeah, there was a lot about it. People saying, well, she had the right, like they jumped her. But then again, why are you gonna?
And why are you gonna like post that
Yeah,
on
why are you gonna
Instagram?
post it? And,
Hashtag murder.
Like what?
hashtag it's
Like,
cool.
what is
Hashtag
on your-
blessed.
I don't even have social media, so I don't know.
I do. I don't use it as much though
I just
anymore
read
'cause
the
it's
news.
annoying. It's a headache, really.
That's also a thing. We don't have social media. Like
No.
I don't know. We're not this just like
Oh, I still need to get that
regular
for the
kids.
show.
yeah.
Yeah, just so there's a platform for us to share it and like
Mhm.
let y'all know like when the next episode's coming.
Yeah, I guess
Some
now
behind the
we'll
scenes
have
pictures and
social
stuff.
media.
I like the idea of social media, like reaching out to an audience and being able to connect and talk to people.
Yeah.
It's like, but like in terms of like, hey, this is what look at my sandwich I'm eating.
Yeah.
Hey, it's bedtime. Hashtag bedtime. Going to bed.
Yeah.
Hashtag I had a good dream last night.
It's just I also don't want to spend most of my time on my phone.
Yeah, it is exhausting
Doing-
because I know for me, like whenever I tweet something out or like put out a picture, I'd have to like think of is this
A
clever?
caption.
Is this, yeah, a caption, a joke or something? Like, is it people gonna find this funny?
Are people gonna like this?
I invested too much time into that, and it wasn't even worth it in the end or
Yeah.
whatever to me. Like, the outcome is just a picture. So now if I post a picture, I just post a picture. I don't really look at the likes. I disabled likes and notifications and stuff because I don't want to see that. I don't care who interacts with it or not.
Interesting.
I honestly I use Instagram as like I guess a log of like for me of so I can go back and look at stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's
If
what I
anything,
use it as.
I would get like an Instagram just 'cause like
I like the pictures and
yeah,
stuff.
photography projects maybe like
And I
to upload
pretty
and
much only
stuff.
follow people who I'm interested in seeing or whatever. Like there's people who I know who follow me and I guess expect to follow back, but I don't follow them back because I don't find them interesting.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not
Yeah.
interested in you. Like I follow.
Isn't that how it should be?
Yeah, it's how it should be, but people get offended. Like it's a whole culture or whatever. It's like kind of like if you follow me, you should follow
Oh
me
yeah,
back.
like they'll follow you, and then if you haven't followed them back, they'll just unfollow you type thing.
Yeah.
Because they're petty. Okay.
Yeah, it's that kind of petty stuff, I guess. That I'm not really too much into. I don't feel like getting involved in. So I choose to abstain from it usually. But yeah, I follow like I guess certain celebrities or musicians that I enjoy because I want to know what they're doing and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it makes
Social
sense. Like
media.
that's the whole reason why it's there.
Yeah.
It doesn't really need an explanation.
I think it just grew to be a much bigger thing.
Yeah.
People could just spend hours on their phone, and that's something I don't want to do. So.
Yeah, like me and Reddit right now, it's pretty bad. We're recording inside Valerie's bedroom
Yes.
right
in the
now.
bedroom.
We're usually this is working out, but I like the location, and I just feel kind of more professional in that setting. Like whenever we're drawing up names and ideas and logo
Oh, yeah.
ideas and
Yeah,
stuff,
so,
I felt
like,
good.
At the Lost in Library, there's like rooms you could kind of just go in.
Yeah, like
And
conference
there's
rooms.
one whole wall is like a big whiteboard, and you could kind of write out ideas. That's how we got the name of
That's how we
this.
drafted the names,
And like
brainstormed
yeah,
ideas and
basically
stuff.
the name, because we knew what we wanted to do. I don't think we made it clear how we don't want to be like branded as like, oh, they
Oh,
only
as
talk
one
about
thing.
this. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and,
why
and
we're
one
only-
genre.
That's
yeah.
why we're like talking about definitely just going around talking about different things, because
We had
that's
talked
what we
about a bunch
wanted
of
it to be. Yeah. Like
we jumped everywhere pretty much
yeah,
so
we
far.
definitely have jumped everywhere, but that's us. I don't know. I feel like that's what this is gonna be.
Yeah, so if you're coming here for a certain type of content, you're not going to get just one kind of thing. It's going to be multiple things because we're people, you know?
Yeah.
It's going to be focused around us and people who we find interesting or things that we find interesting.
And I feel like it would be really, I don't know, it's just different. Like, it's a conversation between just like two normal people.
I'm not normal.
Okay, I'm not gonna say
I'm kinda
normal.
weird.
What's normal?
I'm
There is no
strange.
normal.
I'm
But
very
just
weird.
two people,
I got issues.
and it's not a specific thing. It's not like anybody knows us.
Yeah, I've always been more into the podcast of people who I find interesting anyways.
Yeah.
Like personalities. Like I want to learn more about what they feel about this because I find
Yeah.
that interesting as opposed to like hearing stories or whatever. Like those murder mystery podcasts or those ghost story
Yeah.
podcasts.
I
Those are
love
cool
those.
though.
I love those.
Yeah.
That's what I spend my time doing.
Yeah, but I'm more into like personalities and people, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, especially just like hearing a conversation between people about certain things is like, I
People
don't know,
who
it's
I look up
interesting.
to,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
intriguing to see how, like, someone else's mind
Works
works.
and perceives
Yeah.
some things that happen or whatever.
Exactly. So I guess that's what this
So
podcast
that's what you
would
should
be.
expect with this, yeah. And we're also funny. I think I'm pretty funny.
I mean, I
Am I funny?
think we have our moments. I mean,
I have lots of moments. Am I funny?
are you asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That didn't sound convincing.
I would.
My ego's been
Yeah,
shattered.
everybody's funny. I mean,
Everybody's
when
funny.
when you're asking me, am I funny? I'm like picturing like as a comedian or something, but like
Oh, I'm not a
obviously
stand-up
not
comedian,
a
dude.
comedian. But we're all. I mean, you're funny. Yeah, we can all crack jokes. It's.
Dude, I think I'm funnier than most, though. Could you
Uh,
agree? Oh, no, Valerie.
I don't know who most is.
Most people.
Okay, yeah,
most
yeah,
normal
yeah, yeah.
people.
I'm gonna say yeah, cause oh my god, I did not know how. Dude, people are. There's a lot of just weird people, uninteresting. Yeah, I'm gonna say you're funnier than most, but
Thank
definitely
you.
because we see eye to eye.
Oh, that's the.
Well,
that's
not
the-
that's not the only reason, but like, yeah, I know you and you're funny, but there's some people. Yeah, you're funny. You're funnier than most. I don't know where I'm going with this.
She can't see me because I'm sitting behind her, but I look pretty defeated.
Definitely just looking forward.
Yeah, she's not gonna turn around. I'm pretty sad now.
No, you're funny.
I don't know if there's gonna be a part 2 or an episode 2.
That's it. One
That's
episode,
it.
we're out.
Yeah.
We're tired.
Yeah, I'm retiring. Hanging up my coat after this episode. I can't do it if I'm not funny.
I'm ready to fight.
We're not fighting.
I know.
I just want to be funny.
Imagine.
Yeah, this is it. This is the friendship breaker. I'm not funny to you. Like, hey, can we try the podcast?
I'm not funnier than most to you? No, you're funny. I don't even want to ask if you think I'm funny. I feel like we could go off of each other. We're funny. And then... I mean,
You
it's
afraid
kind
of
of a
the
hard
answer?
question because we know... I don't know. I know you so well. And it's not like I know a lot of people on, like, a deep level.
Sure.
So, like, when you meet them, it's not like they're trying to be funny. And they're definitely, like, not funny, so...
Yeah. I feel like, for the most part, my secret to getting people to like me is I make them laugh. And that's worked for me so far.
I feel like that's always... I feel like my personality definitely is why I ever even had friends.
Oh my gosh.
Well, not... I mean, I feel like that's the biggest step. I mean...
Yeah, I was always a class clown. That was my way of, I guess, fitting in. I enjoyed making people laugh. Even if it was like half my jokes landed. I just think of
Guess.
chemistry class.
Chemistry. What?
Were you in my... No, you were a different period.
Chemistry. Oh my god, sophomore year?
Yeah.
I hated sophomore year. Worst year of my life.
Oh yeah, you got yelled at by people and stuff.
Yelled at?
Yeah, because
Oh
you
my
were leaving
god,
after school that one
I did
time.
get yelled at.
Where's your ID?
Where's my ID? Get the hell
Like, it's
out
after
of
school,
here.
dude. I'm going home.
Yeah.
Dude, sophomore year, that was pretty bad.
I also broke my arm in 2 places.
That was that the
year.
concussion year too?
That... no, concussion
Oh, you can't
year...
remember. Why am I asking you?
Concussion year was freshman year.
Was it?
Yes, yeah. It was on my birthday, you asshole.
It was your birthday,
Yeah.
and then after it happened, I headbutted you.
And yeah, and I didn't even know I had a
That wasn't a
concussion.
funny
It was that
moment.
same day. I fell, like my head hit the concrete. I got up and and obviously I hurt, but like I was
dazed.
still going. And then Noah headbutt me.
Hey, there was an hour difference. There's a gap.
Oh yeah, an hour. Yeah. And then
Not one of my
my
brightest
mom took me to
moments.
the doctor maybe like
Oh yeah,
a
you got a
day
concussion,
later.
dude. You're lucky to be alive.
They said I had a concussion.
Ever since then, your memory's spotty, dude.
Yeah, it's really, honestly, it's really bad. Like, there's things that I feel like I should remember, and people are like, really, you don't remember that? And I'm like, no.
That's already happened a few times in this podcast.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm like, it's kind of scary to see how, like, later on in life, if I'll remember things that are, like, important. Also, like, yeah, I don't even remember what age I came out, so that's crazy.
Yeah, that's a pretty significant thing to
Yeah,
remember. I
you're
feel
like, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think my memory got messed up in high
My
school though
mom
too.
just says that she thinks I just don't care.
Yeah, it's probably part of it. Maybe that's part of my thing too. I just don't care to remember.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know.
I think my memory got messed up in high school though because of my sleeping habits. Because of how terrible I was at sleeping. Like I'd sleep for 4 hours and go to school, stay up all night, and then sleep for 4 hours. I feel like that messed me up. Or maybe it was just the idea of like, hey, learn this long, take a test, and then dump it all out.
Oh yeah.
Our
I'm
education
definitely,
system,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that might have had a hand in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know. I always got like good grades, obviously. I was whatever.
We were both
Top whatever percent of my class. I had to stay at a 3.5 and up GPA to stay in my little National Honor Society group. But like definitely like I look back at everything I learned and I don't remember it. There's specific things like I was really good at math, but like we would test on it. I'd get 100, it was fine. But like if I went and did it now, there's no way I could like figure out the problem.
That's
like,
because if you don't use it, you lose it. You
yeah,
know?
exactly. I guess so. Like, but I guess I could get like refreshed about it. But then again, it's just like, why are we doing this? It's like nobody's ever gonna actually retain this and even use it.
Well, some people will.
Some people.
It depends on what
And
you
obviously
do.
we're always gonna use like basic math, but
Yeah.
but
But
not
even I kind of
crazy
forget how to
shit.
do long division now.
what?
Like long division.
Oh, I don't think I ever even used long division. We like used
She says she's smart.
we used a different like
Oh, a different method?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. There was like 2 different methods, yeah. Yeah, school's dumb. That's why we're not in college. It's not because I'm a loser.
Oh my. That's one of the biggest, I don't know.
I might go to school.
Biggest I don't knows.
Yeah, it's an I don't know.
I don't know.
Dude,
Exactly, I don't
summed
know.
it up perfectly. I
Like
don't
I
know.
was so worried about my grades and cared about them, and I was in these certain groups to like look good on my resume and stuff.
Oh, it's for college?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
But
didn't
now
care.
I'm just like I don't know.
Like, did I do that for nothing?
Yeah. Well, also like I'm not gonna go if I'm not certain of what I want to do.
Sure.
And these are the type of things I want to do, and I could do it on my own. Like.
Yeah. Like, you learn how to put up the dual mic setup in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You need to go to college for that.
I did not need to go to college for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I found out, or I discovered what I wanted to do pretty early on in like middle school, or a rough idea of what I wanted to do. And I knew it didn't require college, so that's
Yeah.
why I stopped trying in school.
I mean, what me and you like is like things that we could do.
Things that you just do. You don't really have to learn about it. You just kind of do it.
Yeah.
You can learn to improve and like perfect techniques and stuff, but other than that,
It's also definitely a hard thing to like
and plus,
do as a career, though.
yeah, art school is way more expensive than regular like community college stuff.
Yeah, and some people don't even.
And some people go and they just kind of waste time.
Yeah.
Honestly, the only reason I want to go is for like networking, getting to meet new people.
Yeah, and like.
But like, you shouldn't have to pay so much money to do that.
Yeah, and
Just go
then
to
also
events.
wasn't that like one of our points? Like, if anybody actually listens to this, which hopefully yes.
Oh yeah.
That I don't know. We want to meet people. Like actually.
Yeah. We want to meet like-minded people.
Yeah.
And
And
also-
obviously, anybody who would like this podcast would be like-minded, I guess. You know.
I mean, we're not looking for like a certain type of
Yeah.
person or either. Like, if you find us intriguing or what we talk about intriguing, like comment or like tell people about us or whatever. Like, kind of join the orbit of our planet, dog. You know.
nice one.
Yeah. Be a little moon around planet Pariah. Maybe come down and visit us. You know.
Yeah, I feel like we talked about so much, but there's literally so much more.
We have not even scratched the surface, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, so we're not looking for one type of listener or whatever. Like, whoever you are, if you enjoy us, listen to us, talk about us, talk to us,
Yeah, talk to us. That's literally.
ask us questions. Tell us how you felt about something we talked about, or if it had an impact on you, or
Or if you
like,
want us to talk about something.
if you want to know something about us, ask us questions. Like, we can even like, I don't want to say
Literally an
debate, but
open
like,
book.
yeah, like, we're interested in you just as much as you might be interested in us, I guess.
Exactly. I mean, we're just people.
We're just people and we're just starting out.
Yeah.
Who knows where this goes? If it goes like nowhere, if it goes somewhere, it'd be cool. Either way, I'm having fun. How
Yeah.
long has it been?
It's been almost an hour or 5
Are you
minutes
serious?
until an hour, which is crazy, right? It does not feel that long.
It's felt like 20 minutes.
Yeah. I've looked at that, like because it's tracking how long it's been. I'm just
Yeah.
like, holy crap, that's how long it's been.
That's
Doesn't
pretty
feel
cool.
like
Was I born to podcast?
it. Born the podcast.
Honestly, I think this is a pretty good like point to like end off on for the first episode.
Yeah.
Because I think we covered like pretty much the basics of what we wanted to cover, and like
Very
it's a pretty
briefly.
good introductory episode.
I guess.
I think
they'll
like
do the
I guess
deal.
if you want to finish it off like for next time, should we have something to talk about? I don't know. And I'm
don't
talking
know.
to you like as if we're not recording.
Yeah, I mean, I think for now we're just doing this. Obviously, if we get listeners and people want to know things, then we'll talk about certain things.
Yeah, and I'll start working on like getting social media stuff for
Yeah,
like
we should
the
probably do it like
podcast.
right after this. So.
Okay, yeah, we'll set up the email and all the Instagram and like Twitter and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you can like ask us questions directly. All right,
Alright.
cool. But this is
This
Yeah.
has been it. This has been the Planet
Planet
Pariah.
Pariah.
I'm about to say it the other way around.
yeah,
Yeah,
We'll get some used
Planet
to it.
Pariah.
cool.
Imagine we listen back to all this and like the
It's just
audio's crap.
Yeah, then you'll know like if there's no part 2, that's why.
Yeah,
We gave
yeah,
up.
We're fucking done.
All right, cool. Thanks for
Shattered.
listening.
Alright.
Should we have like an outro?
I guess we'll figure it out as we go. You know. We should definitely make a music sound,
Okay, we'll work on
not
that.
coming from your mouth.
But for now, this is it.
For now, yeah.
Stop.
Alright.
Stop. Stop.
Adios.